Jr. First, a chance to tell you about some football coming your way. Monday Night Countdown provides comprehensive analysis, interviews, highlights, up-to-the-minute NFL news, and live reports from the site of ABC's Monday Night Football game. Getting you ready for the big game this week. Eagles, Cowboys. Philadelphia coming off its first loss of the year against Pittsburgh. Dallas at 3-5. Join Al Michaels, John Madden, as Don McNabb and Terrell Owens. The Eagles take on Dallas, 9 o'clock. Monday night. Every week on our PBA and ESPN telecast, you'll get a chance to see another example of how skillful the PBA pros are as we bring you the Miller Highlight PBA Skills Challenge. The rules are simple. Make 3 shots. Your opponent cannot. Players receive an X on the scoreboard every time they outskill their opponent. First to 3 X's win. 16 bowlers competing for a top prize of $20,000. We'll kick off the competition with our first round of 16 match. Jason Couch taking on Richie Wolf.
From Vienna, Virginia,
go with
Richard Wolf. He won the Tournament of Champions a record 3 times. From Claremont, Florida, give it up for Jason Couch.
Richie Wolf will start us off trying to strike with 5 balls at once. Randy, can you pull this off?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, this is pretty tough. All 5 balls have to stay on the lane.
Here he goes.
Come here, baby.
Got to get that last one on there. It's got to stay on as well. The last ball's got to stay on. It does.
Give me 5 right now. Yeah.
Very nice. All 5 balls stay on the lane. This is a successful shot and pretty tough.
Come on, Jim.
Look at that last ball just hanging on. This shot here takes a lot of coordination. Obviously, Jason Couch skipped that class in high school.
Get up!
Nowhere near getting that to work. In fact, he's got several balls in the gutter.
I stink.
I'm not sure, but I do know one thing.
Richie Wolf, up 1 strike to none, will try to throw his ball over a 1-inch piece of tape down lane and strike.
Bang!
A picture of accuracy. Not only hitting the tape right there, but getting all 10 to go down. Watch this, dead flush, perfect.
Be the ball. No.
Caddyshack-esque. He doesn't have Billy Ballou, though. Well, he's got a strike, but is he over the tape is the question.
Here comes your review, Jay.
All right,
here we go.
Oh, just a bit outside.
So he's down 2-0. He's got to make something happen now to get back in the match.
2, 6, 7, 10 split. It's got a chance. Nicely done.
Yeah, tell Randy Peterson that's a 9.
Well, I don't think that's a 9. Basically, you have to cover the baby split, which he does perfectly.
What's that? You guys feel that momentum shift? Woo!
A confident Couch.
Oh, that little black mark's down there again, isn't it?
2, 6, 7, 10 split. Richie Wolf needs it.
No!
Chop.
Jason Couch is
And Jason Couch is, in fact, on the board. It's 2-1.
Good job, Jay.
One 7-10 with this big hook. Should have no problem for Jason Couch. Perfect.
A lot of hook at that. I'm surprised you're hooking it that much.
Pretty impressive. Trying to continue the momentum.
Right? Isn't that a lot of squeezy, Rich. You're hooking it a lot at that. I'm surprised. 7. I'm going to try to split the 110.
I'm not sure I like the strategy with the plastic spare ball. I like Jason's route with the hook ball, right side of the head pin.
Wow, that was a good one. I really wasn't trying to split the 110. I was just hitting. You called your shot.
Our PBA Skills Challenge now all tied up. Trying to keep the pressure on. 4, 5, 9, 10 spare. Gets it. Jason Couch right back in the match.
Good shot, brother. Oh, yeah, down 0-2. Could be victory.
Big shot here. Basically throws a strike ball. That big hook, a real advantage for Jason Couch.
I'm going to get right to you. If I miss, I'm just going to go that way.
4, 5, 9, 10. Needs it. And the 9-10 stay up. Jason Couch comes back down from 0-2 to win it 3-2, advancing to the round of 8.
Jason Couch.
Be sure to tune in next week to see whether Walter Ray Williams Jr. or Brian Kretzer will join Couch in the Miller High Life PBA Skills Challenge round of 8s. We look forward to that. We also look forward to this championship match. Doug Kent, who is 3-3 all time against Walter Ray, goes for a title when we return.
We are back awaiting the title match between Walter Ray Williams Jr. and Doug Kent. Let's show you how they got here with our Geico Direct Championship recap. Early in match 1, it was Walter Ray Williams Jr. defeating Jason Hurd by the score of 268-186. Walter Ray never missed the pocket. Proved too much for Jason Hurd. Then in match number 2, it was Doug Kent defeating Lonnie Wallachek by the score of 247-198. Kent with the big 6-bagger to seal the deal, setting up a great championship match for the PBA Uniroyal Tire Classic title.
All right, thanks so much. We're the finalist now, Doug Kent and Walter Ray Williams Jr. A couple of balls in the channel to gutter there, Walter Ray, for you in the warm-up. How's the oil responding to where you're placing the ball down lane?
Well, the lanes are starting to break down just a little bit, but I just did that for Doug's benefit.
That was so nice of you. Good luck getting your 40th career win. And Doug, we talked about concentration for you as a big element of your off-season preparation, trying to make sure you're only worried about what's happening to Doug Kent, not Walter Ray. Did that help you in your first match?
Oh, absolutely. This title match is going to be a high-score match. You just better bring it.
All right. He is more than ready, Randy. The challenge has been issued.
Well, when we look at the keys for these two players, Walter Ray needs to maintain ball speed and basically just stay out of Walter Ray's own way. But this is the key right here for Doug Kent. Stay confident. And with that last response to Dave Ryan's question, boy, you can really see how focused and confident Doug Kent is.
Gets a late tap on number 10. Down she goes. Had a good start for Doug. Is he focused? Without talking going on.
Without question.
Drew some oohs and ahs from the crowd here in Cleveland after that comment. Walter Ray.
You don't intimidate the greatest player in the world. I mean, it just doesn't happen. When you look at the Baby Ruth Real Deal matchup, the averages are pretty close. The only thing that really stands out is spare conversions. And if this comes down to a spare contest, nobody's going to beat Walter Ray at that either. However, I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is going to be a slugfest. 9 out of 11 strikes in his first match. Oh! Get out of here, 7-pin.
Late hit on number 7, and down it goes. He'll take that break gladly.
This is going to be the half pocket, the blower, the rip the rack, whatever you want to call it. 7-pin. Get out of there.
Now he moved a couple of boards from lane to lane. You could tell the path to the pocket, Randy, much different. First 2 shots from Walter Ray. Why is that?
The players get to start playing the same spot on the lane, especially on a wood surface, which is what we have here. The lanes are going to burn up and dry up there. You have to move into some more oil to get the ball to slide.
That almost crossed all the way over the head pin. Comes in way high for Doug Kent. And the 3 and 6 remain up.
That's a great question, though, and I think that's what happens to most league bowlers at home. They stay in the same spot for 3 games, and the lanes start to change, and all of a sudden their ball doesn't get to the pocket anymore, and they think it's them. You have to adjust. The lanes are constantly changing.
Takes care of his mark. ESPN's coverage of the PBA Tour rolls on next Sunday. The tour moves to Valley Park, Missouri for the BowlersParadise.com Open. PBA Bowling on ESPN Sunday at 1 Eastern. For more, log on to ESPN.com. That's where we are headed. Back to the Central Time Zone. Doug Kent hopes he's headed for a 7th title. And shots like that, he may just be
back on track. They don't call him Dougie Fresh for nothing. Watch how smooth this is. That head is steady. Eddie waits on the ball. Perfect balance at the foul line. Just like any sport, you have to have good balance and good fundamentals. Doug Kent has that. Come on, baby. Doug Kent has fundamentals and skills. This guy's got real skill. It's amazing to watch welterweight week after week. What he does, no matter what the pattern is. You see, he made $233,000 last year. The year before, he made over $400,000.
Looks to the front 4 and a 30-pin lead. 10-pin.
Wait a minute. Hang on. Close, but no cigars. 4. All right, come on. Was that close, but horseshoes and something else? Never mind. 10-pin still stands.
Ball return came down before that 10-pin could get knocked over. We see the single-pin conversions are perfect. Speaking of horseshoes, wow. Many times a world champion at that sport is Walter Ray Williams Jr. We'll tell you more about that story when we return. Championship match here. Doug Kent, Walter Ray Williams Jr. in action. Looking back to last week's 2004 PBA Chicago Open, defending champion Brian Himmler took on PBA Hall of Famer Brian Voss in the title match. The Chief opened the match with 7 strikes, leaving only a 10-pin in the 8th frame to break up a possible 300 game. Himmler's performance proved too much for the 22-time champion Brian Voss, winning 279 and 228 in the final match. Against the 6-time Player of the Year and a Hall of Famer in Walter Ray Williams Jr., Doug Kent is down 19 pins in the championship match here in suburban Cleveland, leading us to the Uniroyal Tire Rock and Roll.
Dave, if you want to win a major championship or any championship on the PBA Tour, you got to have good roll to create good carry like that. 6-pin goes to the wall, carries to the late 10. No stranger to good ball roll. Check this out. Good carry creates big scores. That's how you win on the PBA Tour.
Special thanks to Dave and Glenn, President and CEO of Freeway Lanes Bowling Group. There are several bowling centers across Ohio, including this incredible facility, 96 lanes, the largest in the country.
Not to mention just immaculate inside. It's a beautiful facility.
So special thanks to those gentlemen and their staff here. Kent stays hot. And a big shot there.
Good ball team.
Third strike of his championship match for him.
One frame too late with that ball.
Watch this. As soon as he leaves his hand, he knows it's good. He makes the adjustment. Can you say flush? Doug Kent with a strike in the 5th can cut this, or can actually take the lead by 1.
He'll do just that.
Doug Kent very focused, very confident. He has to be when bowling against the #1 player of all time, in my opinion. Is you see this rotation, that's what makes the ball change direction down the lane once friction's created. Wow. We saw Doug Kent go high in the 2nd frame. You now see Walter Ray go just a pinch high with this shot on that same lane. That's what we call high flush. The ball goes right by the 9-pin. Walter will make an adjustment. I guarantee you the next time he's on the right lane.
They don't call him Deadeye for nothing. He's incredible at in-game management and making those minute adjustments that are so critical to success when you're on TV 145 times. You can do things like that. Go 113 frames without an open. He's all-time leader in TV appearances. in PBA history. First ever to win more than $3 million on tour. He's almost at $3.4 million after today, depending on where he finishes here.
And hasn't had an open frame in 114 frames. Just so simplistic. This motion, the hand underneath it, the straight direct line into the 1-3 pocket.
Doug Kent seeking a 4-bagger here. Chance for a 12-pin lead. Things very tight. 6th frame for Doug. Did. 10 down in the coop for Doug Kent, who's fared very well here in the state of Ohio, including a win over Lonnie Walchek in the 2002 PBA World Championship, his first full-fledged major title. He's won 6 times on tour. He was 23rd last week in Chicago. In Milwaukee to begin our season, 33rd. 55th in Japan, so steadily getting better. Hoping for a first-place finish in Cleveland.
Well, the word that comes to my mind when I watch that shot is pure. And right now, Doug Kent is really giving it to Walter Ray Williams Jr.
5 strikes in a row. A breakdown through 6, you see it. 22-pin lead. Walter Ray works on a strike, though. Can reduce it to 12, and will.
Let's take a look at the comparisons in ball roll. Watch Walter Ray Williams here. His hand pretty much up the back of it. You can see the ball rolling pretty much end over end with just a little bit of side turn. Now watch Doug Kent release. His hand's going to go around the side much more, and you can see he's got much more of a side rotation to his bowling ball. That's why he's further left on the lane.
Deficit is 2 for Walter Ray Williams Jr. Another strike. 3 in a row for him. Ken has a 5-bagger. He wants to stretch to 6. 280 max score for Doug Kent. 268 for Walter Ray Williams Jr. at the moment. Another one. 6 in a row.
You can really see how aggressive Doug Kent is being at the foul line. He's posting, which means he's sticking the landing. His hand is where it wants to be. His release point is perfect. He's throwing great shots. We talk about pressure, Dave Ryan. Quite honestly, pressure is what makes playing sports fun. It's what makes it all worthwhile.
30th career TV appearance, Doug Kent. Hoping to make it a memorable one, but the 10-pin stands. And that could open the door for a hot Walter Ray Williams Jr. We'll find out. Things are tight.
You heard that, oh no. You could see it release, that his hand rotated around it a little early. That got the ball to skid and push just a little bit longer down the lane, changing the entry angle, causing the ringing 10.
Takes care of the single pin conversion, so we can talk a little football. Doug Kent is a huge Buffalo Bills fan. His team with Willis McGahee taking on the New England Patriots tonight. Sunday Night Football on ESPN. NFL Primetime gets you going, presented by Miller Lite, also available on ESPN HD. Call your cable operator, DirecTV, or the Dish Network today. Sign up. Back to Walter Ray. 10 down.
Let me set the stage for you guys. Walter Ray needs 2 strikes and 2 pins in the 10th frame to win title number 40.
Definition of shredding the rack.
That's just dead flush perfect. You're going to knock 20 pins down with that ball. 2-2 to win it.
Really make history. Chance to become the second ever to win 40 career titles. There's one. One more. Needs a strike at 2 pins, and he's got number 40.
Come on.
Just a couple of pins, and he's got his victory.
Dave Ryan, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this guy here has just won his 40th title. He can handle 2 pins. He's going to stay behind the foul line. Just an incredible feat by this man. His 40th title, one away from the late, great Earl Anthony.
With that shot, head style. Another strike. 40 career titles, Walter Ray Williams Jr. Makes even more history in his legendary career.
You heard Doug Kent in the 9th frame when he left the ring in 10 say, "Oh no." Almost like he knew. You don't give that man, Walter Ray Williams Jr., a chance to get up and beat you. And that's exactly what happened.
10 strikes, Walter Ray Williams Jr. in that match. And the late stumble, if that's what you call it, but it was a non-strike. And in a battle of heavyweights, a slugfest, Randy, as you mentioned, you can't afford a non-strike in this situation. Just impossible.
He had him right where he wanted him until the shot in the 9th. He had Walter Ray on the ropes. As soon as that opening showed up, the Hall of Famer and 40-time titleist took advantage of the opening.
Great week for Doug Kent. First time he's back on TV. He crosses over there with a Brooklyn strike. The Paige Pennington, Walter Ray Williams. Wife and Chrissy there as well. Two greats on our tour.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Walter Ray Williams Jr. nudges that much closer to the all-time record. He is 2 away now from tying Earl Anthony. He would love, with those victories, to become the all-time leader. Closing in with Earl Anthony, as we talked about, with a great record. Walter Ray Williams Jr. got so hot. But PBA on ESPN is brought to you by Miller High Life. To live simply, proudly, boldly, manly, this is the High Life. Education for financial wellness brought to you by Cambridge Credit Counseling Corporation. And by Odor Eaters with unique Zorbatex technology. Destroys foot odor and absorbs sweat on contacts.
We are back. Walter Ray Williams Jr. capturing his 40th title here at the Uniroyal Tire Classic. Let's take a look back at the day. Semifinal number 1, Walter Ray Williams Jr. red hot against Jason Hurd. 268 to Jason Hurd's 186. In match number 2, Dougie Fresh, Doug Kent takes on Lonnie Wallachek. Has a late 6-bagger to seal the deal and beats him 247 to 198, setting up just an awesome title match. And in the title, Walter Ray Williams Jr. Another 268 to seal up his 40th championship on the PBA Tour.
Career win number 40 for you. You're one shy of tying Earl Anthony's record. Walter Ray, what does it mean to you?
Turning 40 is not so bad. It's great. When I first started bowling on tour 22 years ago, I didn't think anything about something like this. This has been wonderful, fantastic. And Doug bowled a great match. unfortunately for him, he threw a great shot in the ninth frame, left the ring in 10, and fortunately for me, I was able to throw the shots I needed to get the strikes and sneak out the win. But it's been fun, and hopefully I can win another one next week.
You're known as Deadeye because of the great horseshoe pitching stats you've compiled over your career. Today you had to be so accurate in this slugfest because really anything but a strike would hurt you. How do you stay so focused?
Well, I knew I had a good reaction. It's a pretty high-scoring pattern normally, this cheetah pattern, but I had a good reaction. I just knew I just needed to throw the ball decent, and hopefully the Pens would cooperate, and they pretty much did, especially that first game. I had a couple of love taps getting those 10 outs, which I don't remember getting any of those during the week, so that was nice. It was also nice, Jason, taking it easy on me, and and then the opening that Doug allowed me to have. I really figured he would just keep striking, but I knew I had to keep striking to put pressure back on him. So
40 career wins, does it always feel like the first one when you get this victory, that same feeling?
Every win's great. I mean, I'm all smiles right now, and I'll be that way for a few days.
Congratulations on a great week.
Thank you. Thank you.
Here are our updated points. As you see, Walter A. Williams Jr. moves all the way up to 5th, 25,000 points. The march to the PBA World Championships. Remember, only the top 4 this year are seeded in the elite field for that tournament. Just an amazing, amazing man right there at 45 years of age. And what he has accomplished on this tour, the likes of which may never be seen again. Walter A. Williams Jr., no matter what, no matter the adversity, gets it done. A true champion, a true Hall of Famer.
Desire and the drive for Walter A. Williams Jr. to become Player of the Year for a 7th time is always there. He's got a great start as he wins our 3rd event of this season. Congratulations goes out to him. Be sure to join us next Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern Time here on ESPN for the PBA BowlersParadise.com, open from Valley Park, Missouri, near St. Louis. It's been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com. For the entire crew, my partner Randy Peterson, it's Dave Ryan saying so long from Wickliffe, Ohio, near Cleveland. Man of the moment, the legend, Hall of Famer Walter A. Williams Jr.